Just loading.
Folks, I'm going to tell you 5 quick facts about black bull markets. Now, did you know, number 1, they're New Zealand FMA regulated? Number 2, did you know they have a copy trading service where you can either be a signal provider or copy signals? And number 3, did you know they've got over 26,000 tradable assets, including Forex, crypto, stocks, indices, and even more? And number 4, did you know they offer 500 to 1 leverage? And number 5, if you open up an account today and trade 1 lot a month, they're going to give you TradingView Pro for free. Check them out, Black Bull Markets.
Folks, welcome to this TRADINGNUT live stream. We got a new face on the stream tonight. This is F-Bomb, who's going to be here for a while, trading on London session Monday and Fridays at the moment. Maybe more, maybe less, who knows? We'll see, but it's definitely Monday and Fridays. 25K Blue Guardian challenge you've got there.
Yep.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. It's glad to be here. Let's just see. I'm a little bit shy because I am new. I've only been trading for 5 weeks. It's a pretty unique strategy, and hopefully it's something different to the meta strategies like SMC and so on and so forth.
Cool. Look, yeah, guys, if you're thinking, oh, he's only been trading for 5 weeks now, so his mentor hasn't been trading for 5 weeks. His mentor who taught him the strategy has been trading for not even 5 years. I think it's probably more like 25 years.
Yeah.
20 years. Yeah. So this guy traded at a bank. I'm not going to reveal who it is, but he's got a Telegram group, and we're going to try and hook up. You'll hook up a link in the chat, and we'll get a link in the description in the future. But yeah, this strategy is pretty unique. So you're going to probably find out how it works in this live stream and in the live streams to come. And I think you can guarantee that you're going to get a trade here with F-Bomb today. He's going to drop at least 1 trade on, and it is 5-minute time frame covering the US dollar pairs. So yeah, exciting times. I'm going to dip out and let you folks enjoy this. Ask your questions in the comments, and let me just double check that you can actually hear us. Can we actually get a yes in the comments to make sure people can hear us and we haven't been talking to ourselves? Because sometimes that does happen. I just want to make sure before I depart here.
Yeah, so someone said hi at least.
Hi, yeah. Can you hear us? There's a 30-second delay on this, so keep that in mind as well.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay, brilliant. All right, guys, I'm going to dip out. I'm going to leave F-Bomb to it, and good luck.
Thank you very much. Right, let's start. Okay, so let me just share my screen properly. We look at 6 pairs on the US dollar, well, the US dollar pairs. Just bear with. Okay. Just going to give you a quick rundown on the strategy. It's really quick, really simple. You'll see more as we go along. So there's 4 steps. So for step 1, we only focus on bear candles. So you can see on the charts, the only candles which have lines on them are the bear candles. Reason being is because we only focus on 50% of the market structure, which is, like I say, the bear candles. So these aren't order blocks, just to specify. They're not order blocks. It's like I say, there's no SMC or ICT here. It's just a very unique strategy, which even for me was very, very counterintuitive to all the meta strategies. Step 2, we focus on candle changes. So you can see, if you look closer, the lines that are drawn are only on the bear candles, which either come before a bull candle or bull candles which take the body high, or come after a bull candle and have not had a bull close into the body. Another thing, we only focus on bodies, not wicks, because wicks are for fools. And the step 3 is we focus on we wait for an attempt at a rebalance. So once a line is drawn, that means that the price action is inefficient, meaning the price has moved away from this particular candle, and we look for something called a rebalance. There's no special vocabulary or anything. It's just the most suitable name for it. And by rebalance, I mean for a black candle to print. That black candle or multiple black candles should not close below either the blue line, so the bullish line, and it must not close above a bearish line. Okay. Now, step 4 for entries, losing my count. You'd focus on a body break for an entry. We don't focus on wicks. Like I say, it's just a body break. And I'm just going to give you a quick example, very briefly, on the Euro USD for a bullish trade. So if you focus on this bull candle over here, I don't know if you can see my crosshair, but I'm just going to mark it out. So you can see the red line here, this bull candle there, bear candle. The bull candles took the body high of the bear candle. Now, that bear candle is then what we focus on for a bullish setup. Now we need the attempt at a rebalance. So that's this black candle here. You can see they didn't close below the bullish line. There doesn't need to be a wick. If there was no wick there, it doesn't matter. But it can't close below the bullish line. That shows the market is showing the willingness to move up in the upwards direction because it's inefficient to the downside. By inefficient, it means that the larger players who have entered their longs, their positions at the bottom, they have not closed out their positions. Anyways, once that's done, we've had this black candle printed. We focus on the body break, so the body high of that bear candle for an entry long. And then take profits and stop losses. They're a bit more intuition based, and I'll show you a bit more about them once I enter into a trade. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into a call with the trading team, and you'll be able to hear my side of the conversation with these people, and hopefully we'll take some trades for you to see the strategy in action. Just bear with while I get to them. Just give me one moment. Okay. Of course, I will answer any questions that I see on the comments or the live chat. As I say, I will. This strategy is free. You can learn it for free, completely free, no strings attached. All the content actually is on YouTube, and what I mean by content is 2 videos, so it doesn't take a lot of your time, because really there's not much to explain with the strategy. It's very simple. In terms of the execution, though, there can be a bit more intuition in terms of the entries and knowing when to enter and when not to. But like I say, you learn that over time, and it will boost your potential if you spend time with us and you see our trades live. Helps you understand them a lot easier. Just bear with. I'm going to put the link of the Telegram chat in the description, so you can see. There we go. Now I'm going to join the voice call with everybody else. Hello, can you hear me? Hello. You can see my face as well, can you? Brilliant. That means the camera's working. Thank you again, Peter, for the webcam. Amazing. Working really well. Okay, right. Do we see anything on the, in terms of setups? I can't see anything at the minute. Euro sells, are you? Oh, yeah, that was a sell, actually, yeah. So I'm just going to deafen myself so I can explain the trade to them. I'm guessing you got in on the previous candle, didn't you? Okay, I'm just going to explain the sells to everybody so everyone knows why I entered. Just bear with. So there was actually a trade on the euro. Obviously, I missed it because I was doing the intro, but we have a bear candle here, okay? Now, this bear candle comes after a bull candle, okay? So we have the candle change. And so the bear candle, there's been no bullish, well, there's been no closes, no candle closes above the bearish line. Can be a bit confusing. It is Monday after all. There's been no closes above the bearish line, and so the bearish line will continue to print. Now, we've had the bullish candles, which are printed, showing that the market has attempted to rebalance this black candle, this bear candle over here. Since it's failed to rebalance, what we do is we wait for the body break of this candle over here, which is the original candle which started the attempt at rebalance. And once it broke, he entered a sell. This is a person in the group. He's entered a sell on the break of this candle, and he's up currently, still in it. He's up for about, well, currently it's about 3 pips, and the max has been 4 pips. And just as a side note, for good trades, we focus on clean space. So clean space is stuff like this, where it's just a sea of white or a sea of black. For example, this is just really easy to get through because there's less business to have to break through. I'll show you an example of bad areas. So for example, over here, all this crap crud over here, you know, you'd have a less chance of getting through there smoothly than you would, say, over here, or over here in these black candles, over here in these white candles, and so on. Okay? Right, let's carry on and look for some setups. Undeafen myself. Hello? Thank you all for joining the group. We're glad to have you. And hopefully, like I say, look on the pinned messages. There's all the, if you scroll through the pinned messages, you'll see all the videos for the content and learning the strategy, essentially, from the mentor. Like I say, a bit about the mentor or the teacher, whatever you want to call him, doesn't really matter. He's more of a friend at this point. He's traded within a bank, within the dealing desks of a bank for decades. So he knows the inner workings of the market. He knows exactly how global commerce is tied together. And so you are learning from a reliable source. And that's really what's boosted my ability to trade the strategy, because there's a lot of faith. I know that I'm learning from someone who knows their stuff rather than someone who, you know, either lies or just says that they work in a bank, or, you know, maybe they don't, or never really know what they're saying. They're just trying to sell you something. Like I say, I'm not selling you anything. It's free. I'd implore you to try the strategy and to come and trade with us, because, like I say, if you're struggling, if you, I don't know, maybe you're trying SMC and you're having a hard time, maybe you're just starting out in trading like me, and it's been a bit of a difficult journey to start out, this will be brilliant for you to gain some footing. I will post the Telegram link a few times just so that people who join throughout the stream will be able to join and have a look at what we're doing. We post our trades every day, whether they're losses, whether they're wins. So it's very transparent. And like I say, it's all free. So you're not really wasting any money. There's no strings attached. If you don't like it, you know, you don't have to trade it. You know what I mean? Okay. Right. Just going to undeafen myself again. Right. Was there a trade on GU? Let's have a look. Oh yeah, it was already done. Yeah, it was very late. Are you still in the euro? You aiming for the book? So about, oh yeah, it's coming towards it. Okay, it's really good. Yeah. Why did he? Why did he close at the break even? Yeah. Yeah. Fair enough, mate. Happens. Seems like it's hit your TP. Okay, so I'm going to answer some questions on the live stream. Just bear with. Okay, just bear with. What time frame do I use? So in terms of time frame, we only use the 5 minute. You can use the 1 minute, but the reason why we use the 5 minutes is because on prop firms, the data feeds aren't the best. In general, data feeds aren't the best. So the 5 minute tends to give a really nice balance between speed and amount of trades and clean price action. So we only use the 5 minute. There's no there's no other time frame that we use besides the 1 minute, sometimes for confirmations or getting out of a trade. Sometimes there's a level on the 1 minute which market can react to, and if it's reacting to that situationally, we get out of it, we get out of the trade. But like I say, for all intents and purposes, today we're only going to be using the 5 minute. Okay. Do you only focus on bear candles in both bullish and bearish situations? Yes. So we only focus on bear candles in both bullish and bearish situations. And you can tell by the line. So this is an indicator that I've made. I've coded this indicator. You can get it yourself. It's on the MQL5 website. But you can see that the bullish lines and the bearish lines are only drawn on the bearish candles. Okay, then nothing is drawn on the bullish candles. Okay, so all of it is drawn only on the bear candles. We only focus on the bear candles, regardless of whether it's bullish or bearish. In this scenario, obviously the bullish lines are blue and the bearish lines are red, so you can tell the difference between both of them. Okay, now let's see. My YouTube channel name, that's in the Telegram. I'll post that in the comments as well. Just bear with, let's see, what pair is it? Okay, so in terms of the pair, well, pairs, we have 6 pairs. Okay, on the top I have AUD USD, Euro USD, and GBP USD. And on the bottom, we have the US dollar yen, we have the US dollar Swissy, and we have the US dollar CAD. Okay. Reason being is because the reason why it's structured like this is because these markets are all tied together. Obviously, there are US dollar pairs, and these are generally the most efficient markets to trade. Reason being is because every single pair on the Forex market is based, is a derivative of the US dollar. So, for example, the AUD JPY is actually AUD USD with AUD JPY. So it's best just to trade the US dollar pairs because you'll get the most raw and efficient price action. Okay. So as well as that, the reason why it's structured like this, the reason why we have AUD USD, Euro USD, and GBP USD at the top is because these are generally the pairs that I trade in the London session. As well as that, the AUD USD moves inversely, usually, to the US dollar CAD for global commerce reasons. If you have questions about that, I'd recommend you to ask my mentor. I am new at the end of the day. Just join the Telegram chat and ask the questions. Like I say, everyone's around most of the time. Okay, but the Aussie is inverse to the CAD, the Euro moves inverse to the Swissy, and the Pound moves inverse usually to the Yen. If they don't, that usually means the markets aren't in tandem, and it's probably best to be very, very cautious. Okay, but as well as that, it's good to, on the bottom, we look sideways to aggregate the strength of the US dollar, seeing where the US dollar is going. Essentially, the basis of the method is to figure out what the US dollar is doing. Is the US dollar strengthening? Is it weak? And that will be the basis of all of our trades. And like I say, I trade, because it's London session, I trade usually all of the pairs, but because London session is sort of the overlap between a lot of them, but usually mainly it's Euro USD and GBP USD. Okay. Now, what time frame do you use? Like I say, it's 5 minute. Do you only focus on bear candles? Yeah. Can you use the higher time frame? You can. There is actually a different way to trade the high time frame, but for all intents and purposes, we only use the 5 minute time frame. It's only the 5 minute. The no indicators are also the indicators that I have on my chart. Like I say, is the prop sense indicator. Okay, the fixes we may get into in the future, but for all intents and purposes, the prop sense indicator is the only one that I use. You don't need it. You can draw the lines yourself, and you can have a separate indicator to show your daily loss and daily wins, and obviously your target. But I just coded it for myself and for everybody else in the group chat, just for our convenience, because you don't miss any trades if the lines are drawn for you. Plus, I'm very lazy, so I like to just have the indicator to draw the lines for me. You know what I mean? Okay. Just joined. I'm always interested in 5 minute strategies. Brilliant. Okay, so if you join the Telegram channel, you will see all the YouTube videos. There's only 2 YouTube videos. It doesn't take most of your time, a lot of your time either. Just join us on the Telegram chat. I'll post the link in the description again. Just bear with for everybody to join. There you go. I just posted it for everybody. If you want to join the Telegram chat and learn the strategy for free, there's no payment whatsoever. Learn it for free, no strings attached. Just give us a bell on the Telegram channel. Where can I join your group to train with you? Just posted it. What is the RR on the strategy? So risk to reward ratio is a bit of a complicated one. When I first joined and when I first started learning, I did actually ask about that myself. We don't focus on risk to reward. We focus on I guess you could say win rate. And the win rate is usually very, very high. I can see another question asking about the win rate. The win rate is usually quite high. It does depend on a different bunch of variables, how the global stock market is doing at the minute, commodities and gold and etc. That does affect how the markets move. They're all tied in, okay? They're all interlinked. But the RR is usually 1-to-1. I usually just target 5 pips for my first few trades, and I aim for about 20 pips a day. Okay, that's usually what we all aim for. We aim for 20 pips, and we leave it at that, and we call it a day. What is the indicator called on MQL5? I will get the MQL5 link for you right now. Just with MQL5. Prop sense. It's called prop sense, very simple, because it was originally made to just pass prop firms for you. For you to pass prop firms with it. Obviously, it's not automatic. It's just an indicator, but it draws the lines for you, and it just makes life a lot easier for you. You know what I mean? Okay. Like I say, you don't have to get it. It's not necessary. You can draw the lines yourself, but it makes life a lot easier for me and for everybody else that uses it. Now, let's see. Does your strategy work on indices? A few people have asked that, actually. There is a separate method for indices, which we may get into in the future. But like I say, if you want to know that on a personal basis, just join the Telegram chat. Like I say, it's free again. And you can ask the teacher himself if you are able to use this particular strategy on indices. The way indices moves is a bit different to the way Forex moves, and so that's why there is a very specific strategy for that. I don't trade indices myself, though. What is the average risk reward? Like I say, it's a 1-to-1 usually. Do you set a stop loss? Yes, we do set a stop loss. Like I say, stop loss and take profit are a bit more intuition based. Well, the stop loss is usually the most recent high or the most recent low, depending on whether you're in a sell or a buy, or it's usually just below that. Okay, but like I say, you'll see it more as we take the trades. Let's see. Okay, so no more questions. I'm just going to go back to the group and see what they're saying. How are you guys doing? Oh yeah, let me look at the IG. Let's see what's going on IG. I might share that one with guys as well. Yeah, what's going on with Swissy? I'm just going to explain IG to these guys. Right, I'm just going to explain to you. I did mention very, very briefly. I did mention very briefly that we look at the global commerce to judge how our session will go. I'm just going to show you that very, very quickly. Just bear with. See if I can figure this out. Like I say, I'm new, so bear with me. I've never done a live stream before. Stop screen. Okay, you can see my ugly mug right there. Share screen, and you want to see the IG. Okay, so what this is I'm not going to go too in depth into it because it doesn't really matter at the minute while you're learning the strategy. What this is this allows you to see whether or not you're going to have a difficult or a easy session. So when this is all red, when the change is all red, we tend to want to sell the euro and the AUD and the GBP USD, and we obviously want to buy inversely the USD JPY, USD CAD, USD CHF. Okay, if it's green, then we want to be if it's green, we want to be buying the euro and the AUD and the GBP. And we want to be selling the US dollar. Okay, reason being is because the way that the markets work, I'll give you a brief rundown. So raw materials come from Australia and Canada. Then those raw materials are given to China. China then obviously churn those raw materials into consumable products, which then get sent to Europe and to the US for consuming. Okay, so we're the consumers, right? So if things are bad, if things are red, then that means we're not consuming properly. So you want to be selling the euro, you want to be selling the pound, you want to be selling the AUD. If we are consuming and everything is going right, everything's going to be green, blue in this case, and so you want to be buying the euro, the Aussie, and the pound. Okay, so I usually give a brief look at this every 15 minutes or so, just to see if the markets are changing. If it's a sea of red, it's going to be an easy session. Usually, if it's a sea of blue, it's going to be an even easier session as well. But like I say, I just wanted to briefly share that with you, just to show you how we judge whether or not a session will be easy. Just bear with. I'm gonna share my screen again with my MetaTrader. Okay. Sure. Right, this US dollar Swissy is just getting absolutely smashed. Perfect. Okay. Right, let's answer some questions. Does this only work at certain times of day? Obviously, the best times to trade are within the sessions. So, within the London session, you can trade almost any pair. Ideally the GBP and the Euro. And in the Asian session, you can trade the Aussie and the US dollar yen. But like say, you just want to be trading at the time where the stock markets of that particular country are open. So, Sydney for Aussie, Tokyo for the yen, etc., and obviously London banks for GBP and Euro and whatever else. Okay. May I ask what your name is? My name is, you can know me as F-Bomb. You can call me F. My name does begin with F. You can call me Fahim as well. It doesn't really matter. My actual name is Fahim, but for the intents of this stream, I'm called F-Bomb. Okay. What is the average holding time for a trade? So it can vary. Usually, it's about it can be over in about 10-15 minutes sometime, most of the time. Do I trade on TraderView? I think you mean TradingView. No, I don't. I don't use TradingView just because it's best to just stick with one feed. What's the name of the indicator? The name of the indicator is called PropSense. It's called PropSense on MQL5. Like I say, it's not necessary. You don't need to get it. You can draw the lines yourself. But if you're lazy like me and you just want that extra convenience, you don't want to miss any trades, you can get it. Okay. Right. Let's see if there's any trades. Is there a trade on GU? Yeah, it looks kind of bad. Yeah, I'm just going to explain that on the stream. So if you look on the GBP USD, okay, what do we have? We have a bear candle. Like I say, we only focus on bear candles. That's step number one. Step number two, we focus on candle changes. So do we have a bull candle before it? Yes, we do. And that's noted by the red line, which is the bearish line. Like I say, it's Monday, I get things wrong. This is a bearish line, and the reason why this is drawn is because this is a bear candle that comes after a bull candle and has not had a candle close within the body. Okay, so that line is drawn. What's next? We wait for an attempt at a rebalance. Okay, so price has moved from the bear candle, and we've had an attempt at a rebalance on this white candle, this bull candle here. Okay, so what this bull candle shows is that price tried to come up to this bear candle over here. It didn't quite reach it, obviously, and so usually we would enter sells on the bottom here. The reason why we're not entering though is because look at this. This is what I mean by Confluence. You can see that the euro is rallying. The euro is going up, okay? And like I say, these markets move in tandem. They're all interlinked. If we see a setup, but none of the other markets are agreeing with it, or maybe one market is agreeing and the rest aren't, it's probably best to stay away from those trades, okay? So you can see here, the euro is rallying, the Aussie is rallying, the CAD is sort of turning around to the top side, the Swissy is falling. The yen is going up though. So the only pair that's really agreeing with it is the yen. So one out of the other five are agreeing with it. Is that a very likely trade to take? Probably not. So that's why we don't take it. Okay, but that would be, in an otherwise, ideal scenario, that would be a trade. Okay, that'd be a perfect example of a bear trade. As well as that, you can see we're sort of wicking off one of the bullish lines that we've got here. Like I say, these aren't order blocks. Just to reiterate, they're not order blocks. They don't really have any sort of significance in regards to SMC. This is a very, very unique and almost never seen before strategy. And I know that probably sounds pretty cringe and very cliche. I'm sure plenty of other people have said that, but as you'll see from the execution and probably from the explanation itself, it's not really something that's quite common to see. But what I can assure you is that the person who taught me this strategy is someone who's worth their salt. They've spent decades working within multiple banks in the dealing desk, so they're not a janitor for the bank because technically they would be working for the bank. they actually have worked for a dealing desk, the dealing desks within banks for decades, and so they know the inner markets and they know how it works. Okay, can see GBP has worked out, but like I say, it's not a trade that I would take because of everything else. Okay, let me just have a look and see if there are any questions. What is the strategy? You can join the Telegram group. Like I say, I'll post a link again. Do you need TraderView to see which way the market goes? I know they use Killzone and stuff. I got MT5. You don't need to use TradingView. I don't use kill zones. I mean, we only use the rough timings of London, and obviously some traders, because I'm not awake. I'm in the UK, so I don't trade the Asian session. I only trade the London session. Okay. See if there are any other trades that are showing up. No, at the moment, a lot of this, you do spend a lot of time waiting sometimes. So just bear with us. Like I say, I'm on call with everybody at the minute. Where we discuss setups and we take them all at the same time, etc. And you can join that too for free. Okay, just join the Telegram group. I will post it again, and you'll be able to see what we do every single day, day in, day out. And we post our trades, we post our losses. And I like I say, as well as the YouTube channel, which shows the strategy. I have a YouTube channel myself. I keep my videos very, very small, about 3 to 5 minutes. Just to demonstrate the strategy in live time, okay? And you can search me up on YouTube by typing in prop sense, okay? So post my YouTube channel in there if you want to see the channels where I post live demonstrations of the trades. You can have a look there. But like I say, the main thing for you guys right now is to have a look at the strategy itself, and that's on the Telegram channel. Okay, if you go on the Telegram channel and you go through the pinned messages at the top, you will see the YouTube videos where the guy himself tells you what the strategy is and how it works. Okay, this is my YouTube channel. Post it there for you guys. There you go. I know I'm in the USA and I've been trying to find good brokers and strategies to make profits. I'm not sure about brokers within the USA. If you join our Telegram group, there are some traders who are from America, or they'll be able to advise you which brokers are good for America. Let's see. And in terms of strategies that make profits, this strategy is pretty good. Okay, I've only been trading for 5 weeks, so this live stream, or at least this string of live streams, why I'm here is because we're doing a test to see if essentially the question is, can you become profitable within a month? Can you become profitable quickly and pass a prop firm challenge within a month? So like I say, I've only been trading this for 5 weeks. I've had decent success on a demo account, and they've sort of thrown me into the deep end to have a go at a prop firm challenge. So we're just seeing if this can be done. Can it be done? I don't know. Stay tuned. We'll find out, eh? Right. So undeafen myself. CAD is in a bit of a range, though, isn't it? UJ. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have a bar either. It's okay. It's because on mine it's a pin. It's a pin. Oh, sorry, it's a doji rather. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. If you So the guy on the Telegram group who is the mentor, the teacher, the guy who gave us the strategy and is giving you the strategy for free. His Telegram @ is Cameron F. Okay, so it's Cameron F. And he's called Prop Firm Past on Telegram. On our Telegram channel. Okay, but his username is Cameron F. So if you have any questions, you can post it in the group. He will answer. We will all answer as well. There are a bunch of traders who are successfully trading the strategy, and we are all a team. We're called the PropSense team, and like I say, we take trades together and we answer all the questions. I know this might seem a little bit confusing. If I am speaking, I'm speaking also to these guys on the group. I'm on call with them, and we are obviously discussing setups. So you'll be able to hear my side of the conversation. You won't be able to hear them, but you'll be able to see any trades that we take. Okay? Definitely. Let's see. The Swissy. JPY? No, there is a bearish line, but there's no there's no setup for a sell right now. Yeah, AU buys are quite good actually. Do we have plenty of free space on the 1 minute? We are breaking above all this, but there is plenty of clean space above for 5 pips. What do you guys think? Cameron, anybody? Do we? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Gotcha. Right, so the AUD USD, we were discussing the setup just then. The reason, I mean, this would be a valid setup. This is a valid setup, actually. So we have a bear candle. This is an example of a bullish setup, okay? So we've got a bear candle that comes before a bull candle, well, a series of bull candles, which take the body high of this bear candle, okay? It moves up. And what happens? We get an attempt at a rebalance. Now, the attempt at a rebalance is this black candle here, okay? So what does that mean? That means that price has attempted to come back and balance the inefficiency. Okay. Now this is an inefficiency in terms of FVGs or any other ICT concept or SMC or anything like that. Like I said, I will reiterate, this is purely its own strategy. There's no, if you don't want to relate it back to ICT or to SMC. Reason being is because it may confuse you. You may add things to it that you don't need to add. But when I say inefficiency, it just means that a big player has entered their trades in this black and bull candle over here. And obviously their positions have not been closed out yet. And so this market is inefficient until then. The whole purpose of the market is for larger players to move money from country to country. Okay, they're moving hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars, billions of dollars across the markets every single day. Okay, and like I say, the whole purpose of the market is to move money. If they are in a trade and the market has moved away from them and it's not come back and closed within, they are losing money because they're not able to close out their position. So that's a very, very brief theory on it. If you want more of the theory, I'm not the guy for that. I'm just a trader of the strategy. The person who you want to learn from the theory is on the YouTube channel and the Telegram channel. He's right there. You can all access him for free. You can talk to him. You can ask him all your questions about how it's like working in a bank. And he even gives a rundown on what a daily routine is inside of a bank, and it's in his video on YouTube. It's for free. And and I know I keep saying it's for free, it's because I want you all to know that I'm not here to be a guru. I'm not here to sell you anything, okay? I'm just here to trade the strategy and see if I can pass based off of 5 weeks of training. Can I do that? I'm not sure, but let's see. I can tell you with confidence that on demo, under ideal market conditions, and by that I mean low spreads and not too shabby commissions, I did well. I did really well. Last week I did about 5%, and it was pretty good. And the week before I did about 2%. So it's pretty good. And we just want to put the strategy to the test and see if it works. Or we'll see if I can work in lifetime and see if the stress will get to me and see if I fail. Okay, let's see how it goes. Let's see if there are any questions. Win rate, like I say, it's usually above 60 to 70. I haven't kept that much of a track, but it's usually most of them. And the reason why I say that is because most of my trades are 1-to-1, sometimes even less. Also, as well as that, we only, I and the person who trades the strategy, we trade with fixed lots, okay? So we trade with fixed lot. There's no percentage-based risk. I just trade fixed lot because most of my stop losses are within 5 to 10 pips, 10 pips max, okay? So there's no really need to to have a percentage-based lot size or calculated risk in that regard. But what I do know is my trade that I take, if I take a lot size, I take for 100K, I take 10 lots. So that means for this 25K, I take 2.5. And just to show you, this is a fresh Blue Guardian. It's 25K, so I will only be taking 2.5 lots. Okay. And you can see on the AUD USD would have been an entry, but like I say, because of everything else, the reason why we didn't get involved is because of IG. Well, because of the stock markets. You can see that the sort of when I showed you, it was sort of like a mix between blue and red. Reason why that's significant is because we want ideal market conditions. We want to see the markets working in tandem. We want them to be working as efficiently as possible, really. We want to see a sea of red or a sea of blue, or we want to see strength coming in consistently. We want to see weakness coming in consistently. Whichever it is, it needs to be consistent. It needs to range across all of the market. All of the markets need to agree. If they don't agree, then the chances of your trade setup being successful is very, very low. Okay, so like I say, we're about 20 minutes away from the London session. Those are when most of the trades are taken. So until then, ask your questions, join the group. I'll keep posting the link, and you will be able to see how we trade the strategy, hopefully, as we get into London. Okay, let's just switch back to the general market overview. Right, I'm just going to undeafen. Are we talking about PDF? Right. Okay. 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 Yeah, get some good karma. Yeah, okay. All right, see you in a bit, Cameron. Do we see anything at the minute? I don't see anything. Yeah. Yeah. It's a good trade on EU, though, by Kaiser. Really good trade, actually. How much did you get at that? 7 pips? 6.5. Pretty good. Pretty good. The euro was a sell trade. So about 0.8807. That was a break of that candle. And we moved down all the way down to the other side of the book. Pretty funny. Yeah. And Kaiser, being the ballsy guy that he is, he just stuck you right to the end, didn't he? What's the min I can trade with? What's the min you can trade with? Do you mean by in terms of balance? Do you mean in terms of balance, or do you mean in terms of like the minute time frame? Or if you mean balance, then that's kind of up to you, really, isn't it? I mean, ideally, you'd want if you're going to use, if you're going to use a small amount of capital, you will need a little bit of leverage to be able to take those trades. So I guess it's just a balance between that, really. So it's up to you, like I say, up to you. But I myself, obviously, I'm trading with Blue Guardian. That's a 25K, and we'll see how that goes. Do these strategies work with the NY session? Yes, it does. Of course, it does. I don't trade the NY because by then it's afternoon in the UK, and I've got some stuff to do. And obviously, usually we try to be done by the London session. The other traders that we've got in our team, they are usually from Australia, and they usually just trade the Asian session and the London, and after that they're done. Okay, like I say, we're usually done by the London. We aim for 20 pips a day. Okay, we don't aim for RRs or any of the other arbitrary stuff that a lot of people use. We just aim for 20 pips, and that's that. If I lose 20 pips, I'll call it a day there too. Okay, is there a system on where you can keep your SL with this strategy? Yeah. So, for example, on this trade here on the euro, just see if you can see my mouse. Can you guys see my mouse? I don't think you can, but I'll use my crosshair anyway. Okay, so on this trade here, okay, so we've got, I'll just run you through the trade again. We've got a bear candle, a candle change, so it comes after a bull candle. We have no closes inside the body, and so this bearish line is valid. Obviously, it will automatically disappear because of the indicator if there is a close above. And the entry will be at the break of this bull candle here, because this is the attempt at a rebalance and we failed to close above. When you enter, you'll enter around here. You'll wait for a little break, half a pip on the euro, that's fine. And you put your stop at the high here. You can either put it here, or sometimes I put it on the high of the candle, which is above this high. So the closest high of candle above the most recent high, because this high isn't really locked in at the minute, okay? But you can put it at the high, you can put it just above the high at a candle above. That's completely up to you, but I use the candle usually that's just above the high, okay? That's the system that I use, and that's what most of us use anyway. But like I say, there's a bit of intuition that comes into it. That intuition can be learnt through time at the charts and spending time with us on our Telegram chat, okay? So if you join our Telegram chat, you'll see our trades that we take every single day. Ask your questions. The mentor is there. He's free for everyone to access. And there's nothing being sold. There's no paywall. There's no premium service as of now. There's just a free group. And you can learn your strategy for free and learn how to trade with us from a guy who knows his stuff, who spent decades working for a bank. And like I say, Cam Hawkins, TRADINGNUT, he knows this guy personally, and he's been wanting this guy for a long time in terms of having to trade here, but he's taught me and I'm trading for his strategy. So Cam Hawkins does know, and he can vouch for him. He knows that he's been trading within the dealing desks of banks for decades now, probably over 25 years. Okay, so you're learning from a very, very credible source. What is the win rate that you found so far? Like I say, it's usually around, well, over 60 to 70%, just because usually our risk to reward ratio hovers around 1 to 1. Okay, so you said you were tracking the pairs moving in tandem. How many pairs are you trading at a time? Okay, so for example, if I'm looking at the US dollar yen, okay, and I'm looking for a buy on it, I'll look at the other US dollar pairs and see, is there strength? If the US dollar pairs are tanking and the US dollar yen is going up, is the US dollar yen a likely pair to continue going up? It might do, but is it likely? Probably not. And so that's how I keep track of the pairs. Obviously, the same way for GBP USD, for example, if I'm on GBP USD and I'm looking for a sell, if every other pair, so, well, Euro USD and AUD USD, if they're going up, will I want to be selling the GBP USD? Probably not. It may still work out, but the reason why we don't take it is because it's lower probability. You get what I'm saying? So let's see. Wow, do I learn from Cotton for Candy TA? No, I don't. I don't know who that is, unfortunately. The level markings are done by an indicator. So this, you can see this panel over here. You can minimize it too. But this panel is a daily target panel. Like I say, I aim for 20 pips. You can see daily target is 20 pips. And you can see your floating profit. You can see your floating loss. And you can see your closed money and pips as well. And obviously, once you hit your target, it will flash green. If you hit your loss, it will flash red. Okay. Now, in regards to the levels, these blue and red levels over here, this is the prop sense indicator. Okay, so you can fully customize the colors and everything else as you want. You can increase the period to whichever you'd like. I don't know if you can see the screen, but you can change the period to have more lines on the charts and see a bit further into the past. Okay, and like I say, these aren't order blocks. These are just focusing on bear candles and inefficient price action. Okay, and by inefficiency, I don't mean refugees. Some people do get a little bit confused, and that's okay, because like I say, a lot of you guys, you'd be from SMC backgrounds or from ICT, etc. But if you're struggling with that, even if you're a new trader like me, join the Telegram group, and we will support you until you're improving in your trading. Okay, I've definitely found a lot of improvement, and this was a really, really good place to start, and it's going to be where I stay. And we're just testing to see, can a trader who's only been trading for 5 weeks with this strategy, can he pass a prop firm challenge? Is it possible? Stay tuned and we'll find out. 10 minutes from the London session. Hello. Yeah, we're not in a position at the minute. We're not in any positions. I'm probably going to wait until London just because the stock markets are a little bit annoying at the minute. They're sort of mixed, and so there's no agreement on where the market is going. Okay, but as we see some setups, like I say, I'll let you know and I'll call them out, and you will see them very, very clearly on my chart because I will zoom into them and you'll be able to have a look at where I'm entering. And obviously, I will tell you minutes before that I enter. Okay. While we wait for setups, I'm just going to explain really quickly a couple of things, a couple of side notes. Like I say, clean space is what we look for in a good setup. So by clean space, I mean if you ignore, well, for example, over here on the euro, this was clean space. Okay, this is very, very clean space. A sea of black candles, not much resistance. And when you get a trade here, you can see obviously the lines have disappeared because we've closed below them, but we have a bear candle, which would, the line would be drawn there, the bullish line. We have an attempt at a rebalance over here on this black candle. It obviously didn't get to the body. And then the high of that body broke, signaling a buy setup. And where did it go? Gave you an easy 5 pips. And 5 pips is, like I say, my usual take profit. You can target the other side of the ranges, but to start out with, I only really take 5 pips and then run. And that's that really. But like I say, that is clean space. Whereas this stuff over here, all this isn't very, very clean. Okay, so the chances, obviously, if you saw this anywhere else, the chances of price moving through it quickly is kind of low. Or just, at least it's lower than all this over here. Okay. But like I said, there's no setup at the minute. And what does the indicator do? The indicator draws the lines for you, and it will remove them as we see fit. So if the market were to close below this blue line here, then it would disappear. So it draws lines for you, and it gives you a rundown on how you're doing for the day. Do we see setup on the Swissy? Yeah, true. It is quite close to London Open, so yeah. Yep. How's the Telegram chat doing? A lot of people joining. Glad to see a lot of people have joined. You're in a good place. I'll post it again for anyone who's newly joined on the chat. Hold on. Okay. Okay. No problem. Right, so thank you for your time. Absolutely no problem. Where is the Discord link? So the Discord link, we are actually working on a Discord at the minute. What this Discord will be able to do, everything's compartmentalized and everything's organized a lot better. Obviously, pinned messages on Telegram can be a bit annoying to have to scroll through. But we are working on releasing that. That should be released this week, and everybody will be able to join that and see what we're doing. And like I say, all the YouTube links and everything else will be posted there. And hopefully we can grow our community and see what you guys do on Discord. So you're going to use a 2.5 loss on all of these pairs? Yes. So mindset over matter has asked, are you going to use 2.5? Yep. I'm going to, on every single pair, I'm going to be using 2.5. So it's just fixed low. Okay. What time are you live till and how often? So we only trade, like I say, London. Well, I only trade London. There are a bunch of other people who trade Asian, and some trade New York. New York is a little less popular just because of the time zones that people live in. But I am live until, well, for the next 2 hours. Should be for the next 2 hours, unless I hit my daily loss or I hit my daily target. Okay. And how often? Mondays and Fridays might be more often. If someone else doesn't go for their live stream, I may be able to take their place. Are you beginning to get a sell setup on the euro, if I understand it correctly? Let's have a look. On the euro. Yeah, so obviously we're not taking any setups at the minute just because we're coming into London Open, so we want to wait for London Open. But in terms of the technical side of things, we have a bear candle that comes after a bull candle. That's completely correct. We have a bear candle after. We have a red line that comes after that as well. And we have a bull candle that might print. If this bull candle prints in under any other scenario, and the low of this bull candle gets taken on the next candle, then you can enter sells. Obviously, at this point, we're not going to be entering them just because we're waiting for London Open, and the stock markets aren't really agreeing at the minute. And you can see that we're kind of ranging a little bit on the pairs. Besides GBP USD is falling out the sky, but none of the other pairs are agreeing with the euro at the minute. So we're just going to wait until the London market settles, and then we'll take some trades for you guys. But for now, we're just answering some questions. Okay. Like I say, join the Telegram group. It's free. There's no paywall behind it or anything like that. It's just a free strategy from a guy who knows his stuff. Okay, Cam Hawkins knows him. For everybody who's joined newly, this strategy is given to us for free by a guy who's been working within the dealing desks of a bank for a very long time, for 25 years. Okay, quarter of a century. It's a long time. Okay. And so he knows his stuff. He knows how the markets work. He knows how the global commerce works. There's a lot of theory involved in this, but most of the practical side is very, very simple to understand. The rest of it is just applying it and getting used to seeing what a good market is and what a bad market is. Okay. Right. Let's see. Like I say, join the Telegram group. I'll post it again for everybody who wants to join. It's free, and I am talking to the team at the same time. I deafen myself so they can't hear me when I speak to you, so they can continue discussing whatever they need to discuss. But if you see me saying anything that seems a little bit out of place, it's because I'm speaking to these people at the same time. Okay. And by the way, the mentor is there as well. Still waiting for London Open, guys? Perfect. Okay. Tanya? No, because if I mute the YouTube, then everybody else won't be able to hear me. So I'm gonna, yeah, or you can just mute YouTube because you only need to hear me really on Discord. But yeah. Yeah, that's fine because I'm calling you on my phone. So I'm calling you guys on my phone. Yeah. Yeah, don't worry about it. Try my best. Have a full margin anything yet? Not yet. Not quite yet. With the blessing of Cameron, I'm not going to do that. Just full margin everything. Just 25 lots on gold. Yeah, let's have a look at it. The London fix was already traded through on the market. Well, just before the market. I mean, on Friday, it says on here. You sort of gap onto it. Yeah. It's a bit choppy though. That's what you meant to do, yeah. I only have the London fix on though. Who the hell said that? Thank you very much. Thank you. You can see my ugly mug in the little corner over there. Appreciate it. So a good indication would be 10 lots per 100k capital. Reason being, he's one of our traders, very good trader. He's the guy who took the euro trade today for a sell for 6.5 pips. Really good trader. He's another successful trader. He's only been trading this method as well for about 4 weeks, a little bit less than me, and he's having terrific success with it as well. He's having a lot of fun with it. But yeah, like it says, it's 10 lots per 100k. So on a 25k, you'd risk 2.5. On a 10k, you'd risk 1 lot. Okay. Have an only trades. We should create that. We should create an only trades. Yeah, it'd be a good idea, right? Bit like OnlyFans, but trades. Yeah, yeah, that'd be pretty good actually. Finally, bringing transparency to the forex markets. Yeah, that would be a good service actually. Only trades. Yeah, look me up on only trades. You can see my trades on there. Yeah, yeah. You can always get naked, like OnlyFans. What do you guys think on the YouTube chat? You think there should be a forex alternative for OnlyFans called Only Trades? Yeah, so I'm still waiting for setups because it's only become London. I haven't taken any trades just yet. I don't see anything setting up at the minute. I mean, the CAD and the AU is just ranging. I mean, if you look at CAD though, look at it. It's in a big. Well, it's not even big. It's about 15 pips. Look at the bond. What's on with the German bond? Huh? Why did it just fly? What's going on there? Whoa! Yeah, the bond just flew. What's going on, mate? Euro buys my ass. The only reason why I don't like the Aussie and the USD CAD is because if you look at them, they're in like just a rectangle. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Same with the CAD. The CAD is in a 15 pips range. So we'd probably just wait for the London session to calm down a little bit. A couple minutes. Damn. Yeah, bonds are flying right now. Such sex. Right. Cam left. Oh. Oh, right, right. I think the Yeah, man. just having a laugh, isn't he? Having a poke. Just framing. Just framing. Should see a little bit of resistance from the yen. What do you guys think of potential buys on the GU if we get a bear candle? Yeah. For sure, yeah. The USD Swissy, we're multiple legs in, and so that's what reduces the probability of some setups. But it does look like we've got clean space below, so could be a good one. But it's moved quite far. That's the only reason why I'd be wary of it. So do you set up limit orders or market orders? It's just market orders. Just market orders. Right, let's sit back and relax. Oh yeah, GU is setting up. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Just gonna explain what the GU is doing. So guys, the setup that we're looking at the minute is if the GU, GBP USD on the corner here, gives a bear candle, that will be an attempt at a rebalance of this bear candle over here. As long as it doesn't close below, and then it breaks above the body high of the bear candle, we can enter longs. Obviously, it's a bull candle at the minute, but if it prints a bear candle, then we can take some buys. It's very new to them, isn't it? It's very new, you know what I mean? It's not really, it's not meta. I'll actually link the Master Forex in 1 day video so that everybody can see in the chat. I'm just going to explain something real quick. I'm going to deafen myself on here. Right, guys. So just to make it a lot easier for you guys to find, the YouTube video, you can bookmark this for later after the live stream for you to see what the method is. Like I say, it's all free. You can join the Telegram group. And if you can't look at the pinned messages, for whatever reason, maybe you're a little bit busy or you've got your hands full at the minute, I will post the YouTube video in the comments right now. So if you look right there, that is the YouTube video where you can learn the strategy and how it works and the theory behind it. If you want to know why it works and the what is the daily life of a dealing desk banker, you can find all of that in that particular YouTube video. And then there's a YouTube video after that where you can see he does a little bit of backtesting as well. Okay, a bit of live backtesting for you. Like I say, the most benefit that you'll get is by trading with us live. If you join us in the Telegram chat, you'll see our trades every single day. You'll see our screenshots and our markups and everything. We post losses too. This isn't some, typical, only win strategy. It's normal. And there are user errors that can happen too. Okay, just bear that in mind. Right, let's see how it go. Okay. Yeah, pound sign up. Okay. Right, we're preparing for longs on the GU. What's the better one out of Aussie and GU? Are we taking both? Right, I'm looking at GU longs. I'm getting ready to buy. If it breaks the high of this black candle, we'll enter longs. The US dollar yen is bouncing off of the lines as well. It may come up and rebalance. Yeah, the yen's just doing its thing. Right. Okay, we're getting in. Let's see. All right. There we go. We're in buys on. Okay. There you go. Want 5 pips from it. So that's GU longs. We're currently in GU longs. Do you ever set buy stops or anything like that? It's all manual. It's all manual for the most part. It's all manual. Pretty much 100% of my trades are all manual entries. But there we go. We're on GU buys. We're aiming for 5 pips, like I say. We take 5 pips. And it's maybe reacting to something on the 1 minute. Okay. Right. I'll get out there. There we go. I'm out. That's about 3.9 pips. Should have held that, but there you go. This is a perfect. Let me just mute myself on here. This is a perfect example of what a buy is on the pairs. Okay, so what do we have? We have a bull candle. Sorry, a bear candle over here. What do we have? We have a series of bull candles which take out the body high of that bear candle. And then we have a bear candle which tries to rebalance this bear candle, but it doesn't close in the body. So what does that do? What does that mean? We wait for the break of the body high and we enter longs. Okay, so that is a perfect trade. Right, let's go back to the team. I'm only up 3.9 pips, so it's nothing huge. I should have held it, but you know, I entered a little bit late because of spread. But it went all the way to the other side. It's all right. The AU was a good trade as well. Oh, there was a Swissy trade as well and everything else. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to get through on the yen. So you can see the lines on my chart on the YouTube. You can see this. There's a lot to go through. So I probably would, and we're rejecting off of that too. So probably a good idea not to take sells on that just yet. And as you can see as well, on the AU, there was a trade on the AD USD. There's a bear candle change. So we have a bull candle that's after a bear candle, which takes the body high. What's that? That's a bullish scenario. We have the line drawn by the indicator. And then what do we have? We focus on the rebalance. Well, the attempt at rebalance. What did it do? Print us a black candle. That's the attempt at rebalance. It obviously failed to come into the body. And then what do we have? We have a break of the body high, and then you entered, and you would have gone 5 pips as well. Okay, I'm a little bit of I'm a little bit scared because it's my first time live, you know, but and I was only focusing on GU, and obviously I was a bit scared on that as well. The reason why I was a bit scared is because on the 1 minute, if you look at it, there was the only bit. This is the point where we use the 1 minute. This is the only scenario where we use the 1 minute. Okay, you can see here that there weren't really any lines. There weren't a bull candle, well, a bear candle after a bull candle, which wasn't made efficient at this point over here. All the bear candles were made efficient besides this one up here. Okay, so we had how much clean space? We had about 7 pips of clean space to move through. Brilliant. And where did it get to? It went to the line, and sadly, me being scared, I did not take the entire 5 pips that I should have taken. But it is what it is. Profit's profit, right? Forget it. Can't cry over spilt milk. Let's look at some new setups. Right. Sorry. Nah, bro. Look at it. It's rejecting off of this book over here. You can see on my YouTube if you see it. It's got a massive wick there. USD bars. Yep, well done. Right, we're taking the yen. We're taking the yenny or the poundies. Yeah, the yen's in a lot of shit, mate. Let's not. Let's not. You know what? Let's just not. Yeah. Yeah, we're not taking crappy setups, crud setups. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Am I able to get on the Discord call while I'm streaming? Would I be able to do that? I'm not sure. Let's test it. No, I mean, am I able to? Like, is it technically possible? Let's have a look. JPY shorts. Hold on, bear with. Yeah, because I'd need 2 different audio streams, wouldn't I? It's just my earphones are just like losing battery. Oh man. Did you say you entered Aussie? Oh no, there's no trade in Aussie. Yeah, so let me just explain to these guys. Let me just explain to these guys about the yen. So the JPY shorts. Yes, this is a valid trade, but the reason why you wouldn't enter this, and this is the reason why you should enter the Telegram chat. The problem is that while it's valid, technically it's a valid trade, there is a lot to move through. So remember what I said about the clean space versus messy space? So clean space is something like this. Okay, that's very, very clean. It's just a sea of white candles to move through, or it can be a sea of black. Whereas over here, you have all this sort of diagonal consolidation that you have to move through. And you can see all these blue lines as well that the market has to push. So ask yourself this: will the market have an easier time moving through clean space or through the messy space? Now, obviously, in most cases, it's the clean space. That doesn't mean that this trade won't work out. It just means that it's less probable. But other than that, you still can take the trade. I wouldn't, just because I'm here to try and show you what ideal setups looks like. And that is usually clean space. And those are the trades that I take myself. I'm not going to really show you trades that I wouldn't take, even though they are part of the strategy technically. But if you do take these trades, if you take trades like USD Yen, a common phrase by the guy who teaches the strategy is, if you take 20 of these trade setups, you'll end up on top. So you can take these trade setups. You can, by all means, enter the yen. And if you take 20 of these setups like these, by the end of that 20 trade period, you will be up. Okay, and I've tested this myself. At the beginning, when I started learning the strategy, we didn't really focus on clean space or what's a good trade, what's a bad trade. We just had the mechanical setup. So bear candle, attempt at rebalance, break of body, enter. And we did that 20 times, and I ended up on top. And so it is a good setup. It is technically accurate setup, is valid. Hopefully you make some money off of it. But like I say, it's not something that is ideal. Okay. But like I say, if you are in this setup, I would get out at 5 pips or take it to the end of this range over here. Okay. Yeah, there was Swissy sells, AUD, and Euro buys. There was a lot of trades to take just then. I just missed it because I was in the GBP. Yeah. Hmm. Not yet, not quite yet. There was a GU buy, wasn't there, Cameron? At least on the yeah. Wasn't there? It took the body high. Oh wait, yeah. No, I mean the one above that, because there was a. Oh wait, no, because there's multiple bull candles after. Okay, never mind. My bad. It's Monday. Forgive me. Whoever's in UJ is having a good time. Just cleared all of that. Look on the 1 minute. Two pips out of UJ, eh? Yeah, you are meeting some resistance, well, support technically on the 1 minute. So if you see this bull candle print, probably want to get out. Hold on. So we are seeing a sea of blue creeping in on the stock markets. I know someone just mentioned JDOs. London just swept Asia high. You might be looking for a short Euro USD, potentially. But in regards to strategy, what I'd be looking for is either, I mean, if it well, either buys or sells really. But in terms of the stock markets, if I look at them, I'm seeing a sea of blue coming in. Could potentially be longs for that. Okay. Like I say, sticking to the plan, seeing if there are any setups present, and if they present, we'll take them. Okay. And I will let you guys know when and if I see a setup. We should see another setup. Plenty of setups day in, day out. It's just I'm a little nervous because I've never live streamed before in my entire life, and I've only been trading for 5 weeks this strategy. So it's a little bit nerve-wracking, but I'm trying my best, and hopefully this goes well. Next live stream will be on Friday. I won't be doing much trading off camera. I'll be trading mostly on camera, and if I do trade off camera, if there's a good setup, I'll only be taking very low lot sizes. Reason being is because if I pass the account off screen, if I do, then it's not really it doesn't really provide you guys with a comprehensive outlook on what the strategy is and how it performs. And I want you guys to be able to see whether or not I pass or fail. It doesn't really matter. But like I say, it's a challenge at the end of the day to see if can you be profitable within 5 weeks of learning the strategy. And the guy who taught me, his answer is yes, and that's why he wants me to try this and see if I pass. And I'm very adamant that I will. But like I say, the best way to maximize your potential with this strategy is just join the Telegram group, ask us a bunch of questions, ask all your questions. I'm sure you'll have plenty of them because it is very different to the meta. It's not very. There's no SMC. There's no heavy focus on risk to reward. There's no making your entry look like a sniper. There's none of that. It's very, very different to what is considered the sort of general consensus of the forex trading scene at the minute. Most people trade sort of ICT's methods and SMC and all of that, and London sweeps or ATM method and all of that. Everything that has anything to do with SMC. And that's okay. I'm not judging that by any means, but I know that a lot of people are struggling with SMC, and I struggle with SMC myself. And so it was very, very counterintuitive to then switch to this strategy, which has no focus on risk to reward. It's usually just a one-to-one. Has no focus on making your entries look fantastic. Obviously, you'd want an ideal entry, but we don't focus on making them look picture perfect. It's just about getting in when the market is moving. And the benefit of this strategy, which a lot of other people, in my opinion, don't really focus on, is that a lot of people, and I asked this myself to the guy who taught this, in SMC, a lot of people focus on being as mechanical as possible. The thing, the problem with being mechanical as possible is if there was a truly mechanical strategy, which you can just, statistical edge, which you can exploit every single day, day in, day out, with no problems whatsoever, then you, but with the power of Google and Microsoft and everything, they'll be able to program that. There are just some setups that are setting up, so I'm just going to undeafen. Aussie buys?
Yeah, but it's got to push through though.
Yeah, it's got to push through.
Yeah. EU looks better than Aussie.
Yeah, EU does look a lot better. EU is turning, and so is GU, so I'm probably not going to get in on EU. What about yen sells? 1, 2. We're on the third leg. Is there clean space?
We're still a lot of.
Yeah. What do you guys think? AD buys?
Not too much to break through.
Yeah.
UCAD buy.
There's no buys on UCAD as of yet that I can see.
Yeah, but be looking.
Can you explain the basics of this dragon? Okay. Let me just deafen myself on here so I can explain the strategy. Okay. Oops. Right. Can you explain the basics of the strat again for us? Thanks. Sure. So 4 steps to success. Okay. You have you focus on bear candles only. So if you look at my screen, you can only see the blue lines and the red lines. They're only on bear candles. So we only focus on bear candles. And obviously, we only focus on bodies as well, not wicks. We don't focus on wicks at all. And the second step is you focus on candle changes. So that's when the lines are drawn. We focus. So in a sell setup, it's a bear candle that prints after a bull candle. In a buy setup, it's a bear candle that is followed by a series or one bull candle, which takes the body high of that bear candle. And that is when the lines are drawn. As for the entry, the third step is the attempt at a rebalance. So we're looking for, in a buy scenario, we're looking for a bear candle to attempt to come back down into the body of the bear candle. It doesn't have to be a wick or anything. It just has to be a body which doesn't quite close below the line or inside the body of that original bear candle. If it doesn't close in that body, we don't take it. If it doesn't close in that body, we move on to step 4. If it closes in that body, it's invalidated. We don't take it. So the step 4 for entry is we wait for a break. So I'm just going to show you a setup that we took live on the GBP USD. So you can see here, we had a bear candle. Let me just remove the comment, Edward. So Edward, if you look here, we have a bear candle. We had a candle change, making this a bull setup. Because we had a bull candle after a bear candle, which took the body high of the bear. We then had a bear candle, which printed. Yeah, and that's the attempt at a rebalance. That's number 3. So that's the attempt at a rebalance. Once it attempts to rebalance, and bear in mind, this does not close beneath this line. It does not close inside the body of the bear candle. We then wait for a body break of this bear candle, of the body high. Okay. Once it broke, we took it, and then boom, flies. Okay, and that's 5 pips. Oh, sorry, this is the 1 minute time frame, but same thing applies on the 5 minute. Exact same thing. Bear candle, bull candle, bullish line, attempt at rebalance, break of body, enter. Okay, right. Let's go back to these guys.
Yeah.
Can you guys, if you're on the YouTube channel, can you just tell me if you hear yourselves speak on Discord? Just let me know. Someone speak on Discord. Someone say hello.
Hello. Hello.
Can you hear yourselves?
No.
Okay. Can you hear me though on YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay. No. Wait, you can't hear me?
I hear you on YouTube.
Okay.
Oh, we can see you.
Can you hear me on YouTube though? Hello? Hello?
Hold on. EU buys.
EU buys, yeah. We're going in EU buys.
Yes, we see just kind of block. So
okay.
Can people hear you on YouTube?
I think so. Can you guys hear me on YouTube? Just say yes if you can hear me.
Yes.
Yes, perfect. Okay. So we entered EU longs just because we had a bear candle, came up, bear candle again, and then break through the body of the bear candle. There is a little bit of stuff to move through on that, but should be okay.
The only thing I don't like about EU is that the Swissy break this balance.
Yeah, the Swissy is out of balance, so this might not be the best trade, but it is what it is.
Oh, here we go. Come on, Swissy, just break this. Come on. Push.
Say that again? Oh, can you? Okay. Just on me, yeah. There we go. It's just I can't use my earphones because they run out of battery. Perfect. So for everyone who's just joined in, we're in EU longs because we've had a bear candle, pushed up, another bear candle, attempt to rebalance, and we had a break of that body high. Okay. Just going to look to the left and see if there's anything that we're going to encounter that may be a resistance. There is a lot to push through on the EU, isn't there? So maybe I'll take a little less than usual. So you guys can see on the Euro and the Swissy. So remember when I said that they move inverse to each other? You can see that the Swissy is falling out of the sky, right? And the Euro is moving up in tandem with the US dollar CHF, making it a better trade than usual, okay? That is what I mean by markets moving in tandem. Just a bit wary on EU about the, there is a lot on the left that it could encounter some trouble with. Yeah, I may get out of break even. Yeah, if this candle closes bearish, I'll probably get out. Yeah. See if anyone's asking anything on. You also watch the DXY for trade ideas as well. You can look at the DXY. You can look at the DXY. Sometimes we do if it's a bit hard to tell the direction of the dollar. EU might be getting ready to drop, running out of steam. It may do. It may do. I am looking to get out of break even if this candle, well, near break even if this candle closes as a bear. Otherwise, I might stay. Yeah, it's wicking quite a bit, isn't it? 2 minutes. Have a look at the other pairs. What's the Swissy saying? Swissy's pulling back a little bit. That's probably why. And I can't see any other setups at the minute. Maybe USD CAD sells, but that's a bit weird with AUD USD.
Seconds. I can't see this closing in the direction I want to see it.
Yeah. Currently, the yen is turning around. The CAD is still going down. The CHF is sort of pulling back a little bit with a wick. It's been a bit odd. The GBP USD is turning around though, and it's wicking off of a point. So just give it a minute, and then we'll get out. All right, let's stay disciplined and let's get out. Yep, I got out of that trade. Near break even, still a loss, but it's all right. Emissions. Yeah. So the reason I got out of that, let me just mute myself on here. The reason why I got out of that is because I knew on the left of the EU that we had a bit of, this is what I mean by clean space versus messy space. This is a bit messy, okay? All this is a bit messy. And I may have rushed the entry a little bit, but I quickly corrected myself and I said, you know what? It's a messy trade. Let's just stay out of it, you know? And we got out with better than a 5 pip loss. And in situations like these, I have to tell myself, it's very easy to get emotional, even with tiny losses. You hate being wrong. It's a pride issue, especially if you're a very emotional person like I am. What I tell myself is that I would much rather have lost, I don't even know, 0.9 of a pip than to have lost however much I risked, which was about 5 pips. Well, sorry, 3 pips, 3.6. So almost 4. So would I have rather lost 0.9 or would I have rather lost 3.6, 4 times more than that? I think I'd rather lose 0.9. Right. It's probably going to continue going now. Let's look at the other setups. Yeah. The markets are moving a little bit weirdly because the EU is going up and GU is going down. Just got to be a bit wary. What do you guys think of CAD sells? Well, yeah, G is also going in the same direction as the yen. So market, let me just look at the IG and see if there's. We need to know what the real move is here. Just because the pound is moving down with the yen, the Euro USD was trying to push up while the GBP USD is going down. AUD is pushing up, CAD moving down. Yeah. Glad I got out of it. Isn't CAD a sell though? What'd you say? Let me just see if I can connect on Discord. So, hold on. Can you guys still hear me on YouTube? And can you hear yourselves all? Okay, perfect. You can hear yourselves? Okay, perfect. Okay, yeah, so I connected on Discord to my PC as well as live stream on PC. I didn't know I could do that, but yeah, apparently I can. That's perfect. I can hear you all clearly. What do you guys think of USD CAD sells? Are you? Yeah, the Aussie is just being crap, so it's probably not the best idea. And I would take yen sells, but the GBP USD is falling as well with it, so probably best not to. So it's just a waiting game now. Okay, the AED is going up now. Don't worry, they can't hear you. They can't hear you. They can't hear you. JPY shells for sure. Yeah, that was a setup. What about CAD sells now, Cameron? Yeah, it's ranging. Yeah. No, of course not. I mean, I'm only aiming for 20 pips a day, you know, so. Yeah, plus the CAD is just crap in general. Not too far away. Yeah. Best to stay out. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Hold on. According to the original strategy, your entries are not correct. You would not enter when open, close of candle break. You enter at break of highs, lows. No, so we only enter at the body highs and body lows. So we don't focus on wicks. So whether that breaks of wicks or breaks of bodies, well, breaks of wicks, or breaks of bullish wick or a bearish wick, it doesn't matter. We only focus on the bodies. So we don't care about the wicks. Like I say, my GU entry, the long, if you have a look at that, on the 5-minute time frame, I entered this. We would have entered, like I say, on the body high, and that was where my entry was. I entered a little bit higher because of spread, and I was a little bit late in general, but that was a valid entry. As for EU, the reason why I entered that is because we had the bear candle, and we moved up. We had an attempt at a rebalance, and then we broke above this bear candle over here. The thing that was wrong with this setup is that we were multiple. Well, we had 1, 2, 3. We were 3 legs into it. Usually the second leg, well, technically the first leg, first tradable leg, is the best setup to take. But because that was the third leg, and we had a little bit of space to the left, I was a bit anxious about that, so I just got out at break even. Plus, we started ranging a little bit. CAD sells. The reason why I didn't take the CAD sells, and you won't hear this because we're on call at the minute, but and obviously it's not audible to you guys, but it's because if you keep taking trades like these, generally they're not the best idea because the markets weren't moving in tandem, and as well as that, there's quite a bit of messy space to the left. I mean, we have a line where market can reject from and it can stall at, and that's only 3 pips away. Am I trying to take 3 pips out of a trade? I want at least 5 pips of clean space. Below that, there is a bit of clean space that I could take if a setup presents, but we also we would be multiple legs into the trade at that point as well. But like I say, it's as and when. The reason why I wouldn't have entered CAD is because while it is a valid trade, technically, it's just not the best in terms of clean space. Okay. Are you guys in anything at the minute? Okay. Having a look at GU. Yeah, the euro is not liking that at all. It could be a sell on GU, to be fair, but the sell. They're talking about the sell, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Stock markets. Let me just have a look at that. Are they all? Is it a sea of blue? Yeah, it's becoming a sea of blue anyway, yeah. So we're primarily focusing on buys on the EU, GU. Yeah. GU does look nice though. See how we go. Oh, I'm just watching. Stick to the plan is the best choice overall. Yeah, of course. It's not much to do at the minute. GU, big dude. Yeah, UJ is becoming a bit rangy, and that's what makes me a bit anxious about GU as well. So probably best stay out of them for a bit. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, the EU is just messing about. Yeah. Yeah. So do you ever trade GJ? Yeah, that's my bed. You want me to lie down on my bed for 5 minutes? Well, what am I getting paid? Am I getting paid for this? Just lay down on my bed. Okay. Just be quiet, Kaiser. Okay, so in terms of the goal question, I'm just going to deafen myself for a second. So, do I ever trade GJ? So, I explained this at the beginning. I'll explain it again. Maybe you just didn't, you went in at the beginning. But the reason why we only focus on the USD pairs is because every pair is derivative of the US dollar. So, for example, the GBP JPY is just GBP USD with the USD JPY. So it's best just to stick to the most raw price action, the most close to the live action that you can get, and that's the USD pairs. Because, like I say, that's the most raw price action. Everything is derivative of USD. So why would you want to trade anything that isn't? You know what I mean? It's most efficient. You'll have the most clean price action in most cases, cleaner than any of the other pairs. Okay, it's only USD pairs. Why am I in timeout? I'm not sure. Did you post anything? I'm not sure why you're in timeout. Winning Euro USD full gap by around USD CAD cells. Let's have a look. Right, have we seen anything? Will USD JPY go down later? What do I think? Let's have a look at it. Since GU is dying, well, it's not really dying, but it's sort of ranging, and so is the UJ. It's in a bit of a range right now. Not entirely sure. Let's have a look. Okay. So in terms of the UJ right now, like I say, I'm not trying to predict where price is going, but in terms of what it's showing right now, there isn't much indication of where it's going. We're still inside the high and low of the previous day, and we're only just tightening. So when it tightens like this, I'm sure you've seen this in other strategies as well, but when it tightens like this, it usually means that a big move is coming. And we don't really know where that's coming from or where it's going to go to. All we know is when it moves, it'll move and we'll take some pips with it. And that's that. Okay. But as for knowing where it'll go, I'm not entirely sure. Maybe if I look at the stock markets, There is a bit of red creeping in, so maybe we'll see it rise. But the only issue is it's mostly blue. So stock markets are mostly a sea of blue at the minute, meaning they're positive. So that usually indicates that you want to buy the pound, the euro, and the Aussie, and sell the yen, so the USD, JPY, and the Swissy and the CAD. So just based off that alone, it's quite mixed. But right now, the consensus is that the yen should go down. But like I say, because it's mixed, it's going to be a very difficult session just because we don't know. There's no definitive state of market right now. There's no definitive direction. Okay. And let me see if there's any other questions for you guys. I need to answer. What average time it takes to hit your 20 pip target in a day? Can it range from 1 hour to 6 hours if it's random? I only trade for 3 hours. Whether or not I hit 20 pips, I only trade 3 hours. Okay. 3 hours max. I only want to trade London. EU rising, and so is my balance. Good, mate. Good for you. So I like to hear. Right. We focusing on anything? The pound is just ranging at the minute. Thought it was going to go down, but are you still in the CAD, Peter? Ah. Yeah. What do you think, Cam? Right. Yeah. Not on MT4, but I can bring you up on TradingView. I'll have a look at it now. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it is. I can see that. Yeah. Yeah. Gotcha. So we'll just stay out until we see some clarifications on the stock markets, really. No worries, mate. All right, see you soon. Right, so look here. Yeah, I can see a bit of blue creeping in on the IG now. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, the pound is stuck in a bit of a range now, just faffing about. Swissy fell out of the sky, though. Yeah, just about. Yeah, better than holding it to 4 pips loss, you know what I mean? Yeah. Doing my best. $75, 3 pips. It's something. Probably not, mate. Probably not. Not at all. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. I really need this EU to drop off. Maybe it will. We'll find out. At this moment in time, I should really just take up Scaled Up's offer and get on my bed and just chill. I'm seriously tempted to just lay down on the bed. Okay, I don't think that's valid for YouTube, unfortunately. I think that should only be done on only trades. Yeah. Hide that real quick. Yeah. That's kind of what we want to see, though. We want to see the euro go up and we want to see the pound go up as well. No worries, man. Cheers. Cheers. Take care of yourself. You too. Bye-bye. All right. It's funny, right? EU is rising and so is my balance. Funny, man. Pound is doing absolutely nothing, mate. God awful. God awful. Right. Nope, not at the minute. Not at the minute. GU, I mean, it is a valid setup, but it's just not with everything else that's going on. It's not very valid. I mean, you can see that the yen is dropping off. You can see that the euro is flying. Yeah, the EU is just not going with it, and that's for everyone on YouTube. That's what we mean by confluence on other pairs. We want to see the other pairs agreeing with the trade that we're taking. Yeah, it's just ranging at the minute. Yeah, the stocks are pumping, but the pound is dumping. Pound is getting pounded. AUD is getting pounded. Right. That means we'll see some buys later on. I closed 3.9 because I entered a bit late, and then I took a trade on EU, which was slightly in a loss, 0.9. So that resulted in 3 pips. All the way, I'm up 45. Well, 75, but minus commissions is 45. Yeah, that could be a nice buy on that later on. The Swissy is just falling. Yeah, the Swissy is just dying. For a buy? Let's have a look at it. Yeah. Might be good. Yeah, the pound would be the ideal trade. He gave a nice trade in the morning. Well, a little earlier. You're in on CAD, are you, as well, Peter? Yeah. Pretty good, mate. Pretty good. How much are you getting out of that? 5 pips. Yeah. Yeah. It broke a little. Well, actually, no, it didn't. I mean, it didn't close above all the wicks, but it closed above all the bodies. But you can see it's sort of ranging right now. It's ranging. If you go into the 1 minute, it's just ridiculous. Mm. Yeah, definitely not. They're not moving in tandem as much as we'd like them to. But then again, I mean, with a mixed stock market like this, well, it's kind of mixed anyway. Mm. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that is a setup. Is it something I want to take? Not really. But it would be valid. First leg trade. There is space on the 1 minute actually for 6 pips. I missed the entry though. The yen was a good on the yen, yeah. Because there's 6 pips all the way up to the end of the range. Well, it's 5 rather. 5, yeah. In terms of the entry, you would have had more. Missed the setup on the UJ happens. Pound has fallen at the same time as it. Oh yeah, is it because of the candle? Like, is it a doji or something? What is it? Oh really? Oh right, okay. Yeah, it's a bearish candle on my screen. Probably can see it. You're right, J-Dos. Absolutely ridiculous is what he said. Mm. No, I think Peter's taken. Yeah, he's out. Are you out? It's hit the line. Ah, right. The end was nice for a long. Mm-hmm. On which euro? On pound? This? Do you mean this? Do you mean this line? Is this not a bear candle on your? Does it have a doji after it? That's all. Yeah, that's probably why. Because when um, it only takes the bullish line if there is bull candles that come after it. I didn't include dojis, but I will add that logic. I'll add that logic and I'll update it. Right, the pound seems to want to turn now. Maybe an opportunity for longs if we get a. CAD is dropping nicely. Up 2% on this strat. Good stuff. Well done, mate. Glad to hear. Let's see. Yeah, I know it is. I know it is. I know it is. Don't worry. We've got a sea of blue on the IG coming in, so I mean, I kind of want to be buying the pound if it gives a setup, but actually, the euro has a setup as well right now. Well, if it breaks above. I'll be taking this. Let me just look at every other pair. The USD Swissy is coming up. It's going down now. Yep, I might take Euro USD longs. What do you guys think? You coming in with me? You're still in? No, shoot. Yeah, I'm waiting for the break. I'm looking for EU longs. Yep. It's a bit of a mess at the minute. But with the stock markets and everything, it suggests that it's going to go up. All right. Right. I'm in. Stop there. You may continue ranging. If it does, fails to break above, I'll get out. Yeah. I should have really taken out the break of the range, but it is what it is. If I lose, I lose. It was valid technically. Yeah, there is a bit of a gap actually. Yeah. But the stock markets do suggest that the euro should go up, so whoever's holding it. Mm-hmm. Pound is turning around a bit, making me a little bit wary, so I can potentially get out of this trade if it doesn't work out in the next few minutes. Just takes a lot of awareness, doesn't it? Which they kind of are, to be honest. Like, the yen isn't, though. The yen is just doing its own thing. The yen just loves doing its own thing. If it doesn't break above this range, I'll probably just get out. But it's been annoying. AUD is stuck in a really tight range. Surprised that CAD is going down, actually. But hey ho. Mm-hmm. Can see EU really wants to go, but struggling. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. Best to get out if this doesn't work out in the next minute. Scan ready to exit. Let's look at the 1 minute on the. Yeah. Better to be out. Did you say you got in? Ah, right. Yeah, let me just have a look at IG again. Sometimes I'll take a trade and set my alarm and walk away from screen. Pretty good. That's how you meant to do it. Yeah, it's a bit boring, that's all. It's because, I don't know, well, as Cameron said, the euro is just holding everything up. The stock markets are booming, but for some reason, it's not really going up. Yeah, it's crazy, right? Makes you wonder. It's not as stressful as I thought, to be honest. It's all right, I'd say, so far. Yeah. Yeah, it's a dream for everybody, isn't it? It's a bit of a saturated market. God damn. It changes over time, though. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, that's because us as South Asians, like as soon as you're born, a grandparent or an uncle or an aunt will look at him and say he's going to be a doctor for sure. Oh yeah, Euro is breaking out. Yeah, just gonna let him move. Hmm. Yeah, bit weird. Nothing wants to commit at the minute. Hmm. Hmm. Pound wants to go down. Aussie wants to go down. Euro is it wants to go down as well, but holding up a little bit. It's just stuck, isn't it? It's just stuck. Swissy pulling back up. Yeah, perfect. I told him how long I'll probably be streaming for, and he was like, "You stream for as long as you want." You know what I mean? Yeah. The yen is flying, mate. What's going on? Is the Japanese bank intervening again? They just don't care, do they? They just don't care, do they? They really don't. Meanwhile, the CAD's just been going up over and over. Mm. Yeah, I can see all these pairs wants to go down for sure. No, I did put, offer GU sells earlier, but like everything was sort of ranging at that time, so there was no point getting in. Yeah, well done, mate. Hendred took a sell on GU. Worked out fine. Yeah. Yeah, you don't really want to, do you? Yeah. I would have taken it too, to be honest. The first GU sell was brilliant in my eyes because there was clean space, and yeah, it was just every other thing, every other pair wasn't really agreeing with it at the time. Besides the yen. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Guys are smashing it. Yeah. Smashing it, isn't he? Yeah, JPY is absolutely flying. Mm-hmm. No worries. Yeah, sure. Take care of yourself. Yeah, yeah. No worries. Mm-hmm. We may get some sell setups on EU then instead, as opposed to the buys. Let me just look at IG. What's IG saying? Still a sea of blue. Yeah. 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 Mm. Yeah. I would have taken the GU sell like 2 legs ago. Well, the one this previous leg, not this one. That was quite nice, to be honest. Mm. Just for fun. Yeah. It's pretty good. All right. Take care, Pia. Take care. Have a good one. Yeah, for real. He's awake for like 23 hours of the day. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Probably out of EU. It's 4 pip loss, or 4.5, 4.6 rather. All right. Cheers. Yeah. Cheers, mate. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Right. Looking for a break so I can stop holding my breath. Yeah, why doesn't you just take me out, mate? It's annoying. Take some good sells on that. You know what I mean? It's really hot over here, man. It's 20 degrees Celsius. There we go. Finally out of EU. We are down probably about $50, probably a bit more. 85. 85. It's all right. Plus the commissions. This doesn't show the commissions. Yeah, we could see a sell setup. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the AU sells look nice actually. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're starting to see the sells forming on EU, AU, and the buys maybe on UCAD. Yeah, yeah. EU is nice though, really nice. It's a bit annoying. I should have taken the GU sells. Really annoying. Good setup. Say that again? Yeah. So look at IG. Yeah, it's just a bit weird how it's all blue, but I think they're starting to reverse though now. See what Cameron mentioned. Yeah. Meanwhile, EU is just sort of stuck in this little range. This crappy little range over here. Yeah, forget it. Such an annoying pair sometimes when it doesn't move. It's like watching paint dry. Yeah, yeah. Same with AU, really. Hmm. Let's go. That's good. Hey, it's something. Yeah, that's less than having a 5K at your disposal. That's less than having a 5K. Hmm. Might be seeing some setup on UJ. Right, guys, I'll be back in literally 2 minutes. I'm back. Dead zone. Well, I mean, it's the best. Yeah. What about USD CAD buyers? Yeah. It's really the only pair that's setting up at the minute. I'm hungry. I don't know about you guys, but I'm hungry. God damn. Hmm. Yeah, we'll need to wait for a setup right now, and we'll see how it goes. Hmm. Yeah. The EU might be setting up again, but again, 3 minutes might not turn out to be a setup. GU was a fantastic trade that I missed. What can't know anything about it. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, you got 7 pips out of that. So. Oh. Could do. Let me just see on the 1 minute. As soon as he said that, I went to bear candle. Okay. I will join you. Yeah, it's pretty good. Setting up for UCAD buys, bear candle, attempt at rebalance. And now we just need a body break. The only thing that I am wary of is that we could be reacting some stuff on the left. Besides that, though, there's not much else. Buy here. Yeah. Yeah, we've been seeing a lot of BS with it today, really, isn't it? Yeah, pound is going down, yet UU is just hanging about, not doing much. It's not really giving a setup either. We'll take it, bro. Yeah, it's not really doing much. Set a buy stop. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. This looks like the USD pair is starting to turn. Might be the time the EU flies, finally. So we'll look at IG, see stock markets once more. Still a sea of blue. Weird. Yeah, so that would suggest that this has just been a pullback, and we'll probably see some movement on the euro for buys, maybe the pound as well. Look at the pound. Yeah, weird. Yeah, actually, yeah, you're right. It is quite far up, though. It's the only thing I'm wary of. For, well, 672 or 671, 672. Yeah. Yeah, I can get 6 pips out of that. 5 or 6, potentially. If it sets up. But, yeah. And things are starting to turn now. Taking a little breath. EU filling that gap. Not entirely sure what EU's doing. You can see it's got an upward trajectory on it, but there's just a lot of mess to the left. I think that's what it's reacting to. Let's get a clearer view of the markets. Hopefully, you guys you can still hear me on YouTube. I've just got my cam off. Yeah. All right, I'm sure they can. Finally. Yeah. Yeah, I think the buys are starting to come in now. Probably see some buy opportunity in GU and EU. We'll take a Peter style trade. GU sells? Nah. No, we're going to be rejecting off of that. Probably not a good idea. I'm thinking about EU longs though, I'm not going to lie. But the only thing is GU and EUJ are just messing about. Or at least UJ has been flying, GU's been dying, and EU's been doing nothing. So it kind of makes me less inclined to take EU trades. AU may also be sitting up. Oh, USD CAD. Yeah, USD CAD. You're in? All right. I'm inside the CAD. It's the local one, isn't it? Stop. USD CAD's not being very well. No. Not very well behaved, rather. I mean, 80 USD may be starting off longs as well, so that's probably why it's messing about with the CAD. Sort of neutral at the minute. Neutral. Yeah, at the start, yeah, at the beginning, yeah, just before. But then after I was sort of into it, it was fine, you know. I'm all right now. Yeah, after I took a little bit of Xanax, I was fine. I'm just kidding. Don't take drugs. I actually knew a trader back in the day when I used to trade binary options. He was a forex trader, and he would tell. Say that again. Oh yeah, no, it's nothing bad. But he basically just said that he would trade only when he's taken Xanax, and it was just preposterous. Because obviously Xanax is sort of like a depressant, isn't it? It just takes your nerves away. You don't really care about anything anymore. And he just, yeah, he was very when he wasn't on it, he was very unstable. He's just incredibly weird. Yeah, I know, really, but he was successful with it. I mean, apparently for the little bit of time that I knew him, he was quite successful. But At least that's what he showed. But in Forex, the things that people show versus the things that people do is usually a huge discrepancy. Yeah. Used to kind of setting up for a sell now. Probably get out of that now because of that. Oof, man. I will be looking at AED USD buys. So look at that real quick. That's enough of that. I think I'll take the UCAD sells because it is a first leg. Hold on, just look at everything else. Yeah. There we go. Centered the UCAD sells, bear candle, bull candle, attempt to rebalance, failed, break of the body low. I'm using the Guardian Protector. If I lose 2%, it will just disable trading for the day. I've set my max loss to that. I mean, how much am I down? Barely 1%. Just over 1%. Oh no, I'm not. AD USD buys. Getting in on that. See how that works out. 5 pips. There you go. See how it works out. Yeah, yeah. I can't really see, to be honest. 79, yeah. USD CAD falling. We see some reaction here and we'll get out. Say that again? Potentially. Usually just loves messing about, doesn't it? Just likes to be the odd one out, the black sheep. Oh, I barely slept last night, I'm not gonna lie. Super tired. Super tired. I don't even, it was just really hot. That's what it was. It was just super hot. Yeah, I couldn't sleep because it was really hot. Like when I was in my bed, and it just whenever I laid for even a second in one spot, it felt like I just started sweating and I was really uncomfortable. Just didn't like it. I just kept rolling around, tossing and turning until eventually I just laid on top of my blanket and just gave out to exhaustion at some point. Oh yeah, yeah. Because I was like, oh, I might have to get up in 5 hours and then 4 hours and then 3 hours. Where am I from? I'm from the UK. I was born in the UK. My parents, though, are from Bangladesh. They were born in Bangladesh and they migrated here. And obviously, I was born here in the UK. And so I'm British. British. My balls get sweaty too. Yeah, they did. They did. Yeah. I think he wants to look at them, I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't be surprised. Not right now. I think they're alright right now, to be honest. For the most part. Back in a minute. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, these are my last trades. I was planning to finish in 15 minutes anyway. So if this doesn't work out, or if they do, it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna be finishing my stream there anyway. So that's that. Yeah. 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 Then probably something's wrong then in that case, like with your strategy or mindset, whatever. So I'd probably in that case, what I'd realistically do is I would I'd text Cameron. I'd say, hey, can we have a one-on-one? I just need to discuss my trades. Like, what's going on? I'm having a bit of trouble. And then he'll help me figure out. Because at the end of the day, he's the one who made the strategy, right? Well, he's the one who came up and gave us it, and he's teaching it, and we're his priority at the minute. So if we do well, then that's great. If we don't, he'll help us. You know what I mean? So, like I say, we're all learners of the strategy at the minute. You know. So if we don't do well, yeah, yeah, exactly. How close am I to my target profit? Yeah. Just answering these questions. What's my current status for this challenge? I am currently $166 down, which is just over, like, how much is that? 25K? Like 0.75%, something like that, down. To my target profit for the day, my day, I mean, I'm obviously targeting 20 pips as it says on the panel. You can't see it. But for the challenge, obviously, it's 8% for phase one. I'm in phase one. USD CAD seems to be working out. Well, a little bit. Yep. GU's bouncing off that line. EU, I'd take that, but it's still in that range. It just broke below and came back up, so I'm not going to take that. Yeah, if it breaks the high on EU, this will just keep going. It should do. No, I didn't take GU. I mean, for what, long or short? No, no, I didn't take any shorts on GU, no. We were three, like, well, 1, 2, 3, 4. That would have been the fourth leg, so I didn't get in on that. Did you get in on the cells? Oh. It's all right, mate. Wait, how are you down 13? Well, what did you do? what did you do, dude? Yeah, I can't really say anything to that. Yeah, EU is a buy, but because we're back in this little range over here, it's not really something that I want to trade because it could just get stuck. Do I have a set amount of trades I take per day? There's no real limit. Usually it's between 4 or 5, because like I say, I'm only really trying to make 20 pips. And that usually boils down to about 4 or 5 trades, you know. Whether I lose or I win, 4 or 5 trades is usually the amount of trades that I take. My trading experience. So I have traded other strategies for a very brief period of time, but I've only really been trading for 5 weeks. So the purpose of this this challenge is to see if can you take a trader who knows pretty much nothing, well, take a person who knows pretty much nothing, and give them a strategy from a guy who knows, who's been in the bank for 25 years, and get him to pass a challenge within 5 weeks, well, within a month and a half, right? That is the purpose of this live stream. That's the purpose of this challenge, to see if it is possible with this strategy for someone to become profitable very, very quickly, with no prior experience, and pass a prop firm. So that is the purpose. That's my trading experience. I've not really traded that much. I have experience with other strategies, but I've never really fully traded them at all. Like I know about SMC, I know ICT, I've seen the videos and stuff, and all the various scams and stuff, I've seen them all. But in terms of actual trading, it's only really 5 weeks with this strategy. What were you guys saying? Say that again, Kaiser. I didn't hear you because obviously I was speaking on YouTube. Mm. Yeah, I'm being happy, eh? Well, really a big part of trading is psychology, so. Mm. Yeah. What a way. What a way words.
Cam said not to buy the Aussie. I went to buy it and I lost. Yeah, and I lost. So I was breaking even day, so I considered my next two trades very, very carefully. Yeah, so I only took the next two trades and I was done. That's it. I didn't make like after commissions I didn't make 2%, but I was up 1.5%. Yeah.
No, that's all. I'm just waiting for them to come in. You know, whether they're a loss or a win, they're my final trades for the day. I might take a actually GU buys do look kind of nice. There's clean space to it. But the only thing is UJ is flying, so no good idea. Yeah. Pound is just being a bit of a weirdo. To be fair, it's actually the euro that's really been messing us about today. Because of that range. Yeah, and that's what's been holding everything in a bit of a weird behavior. Because there's no actual direction. I mean, yeah, the yen is flying and the GU is just being a bit weird, but still. It's been doing this for the past 15 minutes, mate. Yeah. Like I say, I'm just going to wait for these to come in and I'll start. Be done. Yeah. Whatever works. Yeah, that's a messy move on AED USD if you look on the 1 minute. Look at that. Destruction. Yeah, exactly. Literally barcode price action. Best way to put it. Yeah. Oh yeah, true. Yeah, the hourly closes, they're not something that you want to play around with. Yeah, good idea. Oh, nice. GE was a good trade. Yeah, well done. Brilliant, mate. Brilliant. I'm getting our CAD, and I'll just wait for the Aussie. The commissions are kind of brutal. Yeah, the commissions are a little bit brutal, but but we're paying for better spreads, right? Yeah, true, because it's a live account. Yeah. Yeah, true. So I've got a question here. Do I use the DXY as Confluence also? Sometimes throughout the session, we will look at the DXY just to see what the US dollar is doing, because the crux of this strategy is to figure out where the US dollar is going. What is it doing? Is it strengthening? Is it weakening? And we usually figure that out with the stock markets. But yeah, sometimes we do, but it's not really always on my chart, you know? We might be seeing some resistance on AU right now. I'm still in AU. I'm still in AU. I'm still in AU. Yeah, buying closer. It's going to go up. It should go up. It should go up. You pressed the wrong button, mate. You pressed the wrong button. Did you just sell it? Oh, go on. Go on. Let's go. Come on. Keep going up. Keep going up. Just a little bit more, mate. Just a little bit more. And I can get the hell out of here. Buy once more. Buy once more, Kaiser. 100 lots right now. I'm gonna call the Bogandov brothers. It should pump. It should pump. It should pump. It should pump. We're a trading floor on Wall Street. All we need now is actually, let's not say that. It's YouTube. There are kids here. Go on, EU. Go on. A little bit more, mate. A little bit more. Who's Deeks? I'm not adding that. Please go up, Kaiser. Can you buy once more so I can go up one more pip? Thank you. Buy at least 3,000 lots, guys. Everybody buy AUD USD. It's gonna keep going up. Keep buying it, everybody. It's final trade of the day. Come on, come on. Hands off. I ain't trying to close this manually. I'm gonna let the market do its thing. This is the point where it turns around and falls 900 pips, and I get taken out. Come on, mate. There we go. All right, I'm just gonna mute myself on here so I can speak to these guys. Right, guys. This is the final trader strategy. Obviously, without commissions, I would have been up $80, but because of commissions and everything else, I'm only I'm about $10 away from break even. So I'm down a little bit. Okay, but just to go over my trades, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 trades. We had 1, 2, 3 winners and 3 losers. The only criticism that I'd have about myself today is that I didn't take the GU sells, which I really should have. I was focusing a little bit too much on giving you guys an idea of what the Confluence is, but it's a break-even day. That's okay. It was a bit of a mix-up with the EU being in a tight range and not moving anywhere. There wasn't, ideally the EU is what moves and causes everything else to move in the London session, of course. So I'm going to call that a day there. That's my stream. Like I say, I'm at break even. I'm going to post the links to the Telegram channel for everybody who wants to join. Just bear with, and you can see everyone posting their results and having a lot of fun trading with us. There you go. And the videos for this strategy, for everybody who wants to know where the videos are, is on the YouTube channel, which is in the Telegram. So if you go into Telegram and you go into the pinned messages, you will see the YouTube channel where the strategy is. I've also posted the link to the strategy. I'll post it again. Just bear with. get that up for you now. Bringing up the video for you guys so you can see. I have a shortcut to the strategy. Go. There we go. And there's that. Okay. Right. So I'll post the YouTube. That's the YouTube video of where the strategy is. And yes, the strategy is extremely simple. And like I say, the only confluences that we focus on are the pairs themselves. Is the movement in tandem with each other? If they are in tandem, then we take them. If not, we don't take them. Okay. In most cases, we don't if there is an issue. But like I say, that's that. That's my stream for the day's break even. My next stream will be on Friday. I won't be doing much trading off stream. The only thing that I will be doing is maybe a little bit of half lot sizes, just to, clear the boredom, really. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. I hope you have a good day, and hopefully you come into the Telegram channel and trade with us and check out the free strategy. There's no payment, nothing. Okay, give us a look. All right, take care of yourselves. Bye bye.